Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. So in this video, I will be explaining to you on how to determine the partial fractions for this question, right? So you can see over here that partial fractions is very important for you to first determine the type of fraction that we have. Either it's proper fraction or improper fraction. So this one is obviously an improper fraction. Why? Because the degree up here is just 1 while the degree at denominator is 2, which means that upper is lower than the below. Okay, so this is a proper fraction. So for a proper fraction, you don't have to do a long division, right? So you just need to identify the type of denominator that we have right now. So for the denominator over here, we notice that this is just a linear factor. This one is one linear factor and this one is another linear factor. So we have distinct linear factor, right? So how do we determine the partial fractions for this question is very easy. First, you just need to copy back the question. Alright, and then 2 linear factor means that you will have 2 fractions. So the first fraction will have denominator of x plus 2 and the second fraction will have denominator of x minus 2. Then on top at the numerator, you just need to write an alphabet. So I write A for this one and B for the second one. Okay, so you can choose any alphabet that you want. Right, and then the next step that we are going to do is to equate the denominator. So the denominator that we are trying to reach, we are trying to get is this one. This one on the left here, right? So my tips for this one is that you just need to multiply the numerator with the one that your denominator does not have. Okay, so right now we have x plus 2 over here, and then this is the denominator that we want, right? So we no longer need x plus 2 because we have x plus 2 over here. So what we need to multiply a with is just x minus 2. Okay, so we write it as like this, a times x minus 2. Okay, and then for b, do the exact same thing. So for b, you already have x minus 2. So you no longer need x minus 2 over here, right? So you no longer need this one, you just need to multiply it with x plus 2. Right, so b will multiply with x plus 2, like this. Don't forget to write back your denominator. So we have x plus 2 times x minus 2. Settle. Okay, and then now what we are going to do is we will use comparison. Okay, so we will compare our numerator over here and over here. Right, so why? Because the denominator is already the same, so it's just the matter of numerator right now. So we have the denominator, sorry, numerator is 2x plus 3 is equal to a times x minus 2 plus b times x plus 2. Okay, and then right now we are going to use elimination method. So take values of x that can eliminate your value over here. Okay, so how do you take the value? So you just take a look at your denominator back over here. So from x plus 2, you can actually get the value of x equal to negative 2. And from x minus 2, we can get the value of x equal to 2. Okay, so for the first value, I'm going to use x equal to negative 2. And for the second value, I am going to use x equal to 2. Okay, so the aim for this step is we want to find the value of a and value of b over here, so that when we have found this value, we can substitute it back into this one. So this is actually our partial fractions. Right, so for the first value, x equal to negative 2, when substituting x equal to negative 2, this will become 0, means that this whole thing will be 0. So what's left for us is just 2 times negative 2 plus 3 and equal to a times negative 2 minus 2. So we will have on the left hand side is negative 1 and on the right hand side we will have negative 4a, which a is equal to 1 over 4. Right, so for x equal to 2, so this will become 0, then this whole thing will be 0. So we have 2 times 2 plus 3 is equal to b times 2 plus 2. Okay, and then we get 7 on the left hand side, while 4b on the right hand side Hence, b is equal to 7 over 4. Okay, that's it. Right, so now we have already found the value of a and also the value of b. So next step is we are going to copy back this step over here. Okay, so this is the partial fraction that we have, right? Right, and then you just need to substitute the value of a and the value of b that you get. So erase a and b. So our a is 1 over 4. So 1 is going to be up here, and then 4 is at the denominator. And b is 7. So 7 numerator, 4 at the denominator. Right, so that's it. This is your final answer. This is the partial fractions that we are looking for. Alright, bye-bye.